You're listening to the Elmira Enforcers on Mixlr. We join John Clement in the arena.
Hold on just a second. That's the wrong intro here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Enforcers Night here live at Historic Dunfield, and you're in for the pregame show here live on Mixlr.com. Just because it isn't the seventh inning doesn't mean you don't need to get a stretch. Go where the Pios go, to Jay Schultz Massage at 100 North Main Street, Suite 407. Jessica has all the latest and greatest techniques to keep you ready to get in the game. So whether you're in the starting lineup or you need to come out of the bullpen, call or text 607-259-3660 to be ready for any game day situation. Jay Schultz Massage, keeping your Elmira Pioneers playing on and off the field. As we get started and headed into this one, the Pioneers a chance to move into first place here tonight if they can defeat the visiting Jamestown Tarp Skunks. Of course, a lot of work to do before then, but the Tarp Skunks have been a difficult opponent. The Pioneers do have a 2-1 record against them, but they're going to have to continue to play hard, play smart, and come away with a win. They come in on a 4-game winning streak, so the odds should be in their favor. They'll be in the home blues with the white pants, as the Jamestown Tarp Skunks clad in those full black uniforms with only the teal blue caps. We'll see how they handle the heat here up until the sun goes down, but for now, we're going to head down to Coach's Corner, talk with head coach Andrew Drum, and see what he has to say about tonight's matchup. Four in a row. Quite a start here to this second 10 games of the year. As you get started here and looking around, obviously, the lineup's getting a little more full. Jeff Mejia made a big impact last night. Is it starting to look like the team you expected when you took over the reins here this year?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, on paper, before the boys got here, it looked like we had a very strong team, and they're really showing it on the field now, especially at the plate. I mean, I think that's 3-4 games in a row now that they've had 10 hits, 10-plus hits. So, I mean, they look great at the plate. The pitchers are competing. The defense is playing well, so everything's coming together really nicely.
And talking about the defense, last night was the first time for errors in a couple of games. And the stadium was weird. The sun was getting in the eyes. Everything okay with your first baseman? That was an injury late in this game that we were a little concerned about up in the booth.
Oh, yeah, he's fine. Took a shot to the coconuts, unfortunately. That sun was pretty bad over there. He seems to be all right today, but yeah, it was an unfortunate shot that he took over there at first base last night.
And as you continue to kind of work through the bullpen, I know it's difficult because you're still trying to get guys their innings. It's still so early in the summer. Some of these guys who have gotten here still need to get some innings. When you look at that, is your decision-making changing a little bit on that, or are we still in the early stages of the year and still trying to figure out what you got out there?
We're still in the early stages. We still don't even have a set 6 starters yet, you know. We have 3 or 4 that are pretty well in place, but there's a couple other spots that are wide open, you know. Any guy could fit in there. We have a couple bullpen guys that could spot start for us, give us 3 or 4 innings, so it's really exciting how strong the bullpen is and how strong our pitching staff is in general.
Now, talking about that, obviously, you've got 3 of your next 4 games are against the Jamestown Tarp Skunks, who right now sit just half a game in front of you for first place. A strong showing against these guys. You guys can take over that first place role. Is that kind of where you expect to be at the end of this little stretch?
Oh, yeah, for sure. We have a pretty favorable schedule the next 7 or 8 games, and we're hoping to come out of it in first place in the Western Division.
As Jamestown is giving you guys a little bit of trouble. You are 2-1 against them, but they're a tough team to play, especially when they're at the plate. The pitching, a little bit questionable. I know they've given up some runs that I'm sure their coach would want back. But when you look at that, how important is it to get off to a hot start against these guys and work ahead instead of working from behind?
Yeah, it'd be nice to get a lead early against these guys, maybe put up 2 or 3 runs within the first 2 or 3 innings. That would be really nice. Jamestown's a real scrappy team. You know, their outfield is really, really fast. They cover a lot of ground out there. When we were up there last week, we hit 3 or 4 balls in the gap that I thought were getting down for doubles or triples, and center fielder ran it down. So they're just a really tough, scrappy team. So it should be a great game.
Now, knowing that it's a lot of back and forth, and I mean a lot of back and forth, you go play here tonight, play there tomorrow, here against Geneva, here against Jamestown, and then back on the road starting next week. What do you have to do with the fielders, especially you're still not that deep on the bench as you are in the bullpen? Are there guys you're looking at to eat up some innings? Are there guys you're looking at to kind of make some progress, especially knowing you got a Sunday 4:05 start, which is always a little bit more difficult?
I mean, you know, we've been trying to give everyone a little bit of time off here and there. Aaron Thomas had the day off yesterday. Justin Taylor will have the day off today. So just trying to keep guys fresh. You know, I know they want to be on the field every day, but I know how long of a season it is, how much of a grind it is. And these boys have bought into the fact that they're going to need a break every couple of days. So it's been very nice to not have them jumping down my throat about, hey, I want to play. I think they enjoy the day off, and they're in the dugout, and they're cheering their team on every day.
Now, speaking of playing every day, we saw a couple of guys who were playing every day at the start of the season. They've kind of moved more into that backup positions, backup roles. Of course, speaking about the guys out of Corning Community College who you brought in here, I heard them over talking on the bus last night. They obviously want to play too. They want to get in there and get their time. How do you kind of deliver on giving them a little bit more time and still trying to work out what this roster needs to look like?
So, I mean, I've had talks with all three of those guys, and they all want to be here. They appreciate the opportunity, and I appreciate them being here, and they really helped us out early in the year. You know, we didn't have many defenders. It was nice having those three guys out there. I'm still trying to get them their at-bats, make sure they get their work in this summer, just to show my appreciation for everything they've done for this team.
Now, let me ask this, too, because obviously you and I have talked about this a time or two. As the summer goes on, some of these guys tend to fade out a little bit. The coaches start calling about mid-July. How important is it to have a solid roster of guys like those Corning Community College guys that came in, are ready to play, and could be a big part of your team at the end of the season?
I mean, the big thing with those guys is they just want that opportunity. You know, they want to show that they can compete at this level. So it's nice to have that hunger on the team. The beauty of it all is all these guys seem to be pretty hungry and happy to be here. You know, usually at this point of the season, you have some guys already that are ready to go home, and we haven't had that yet. I mean, knock on wood, we haven't had any of that yet. So it's a great group of guys that we have here, and it's very exciting to see what's going to happen the rest of the summer.
Now, last question before I let you go, I have to bring it back. I asked you about him yesterday. Jeff Mejia comes in and hits 600 for you in his first game back in a Pioneers uniform. How much stability does that give you at the top of the lineup, knowing you've got your number one guy from 2 years ago back and he's hitting, well, the way he did at least in game number one?
So when I talked to Jeff the other day, his father had called me. He was looking for a team. His father coaches Tom Catania and Alex Sweeney. So he had called me, explained the situation that Jeff was in out in South Dakota. He drove right out here in a day and a half, was ready to roll, and he fits the personality of this team perfectly. You know, we have a very scrappy team. These guys hate to lose. They're always in here ready to work. When I got here today, Jeff was the first one in the clubhouse. So, you know, he fits the personality of this team so well, and I think he's going to be a really good leader for this team.
Well, always love the veteran leaders, and, well, we got a couple back now. We'll be back here on the pregame show. All right, well, that being said, we are under a slight delay here to get started, as there's some pregame festivities here for Enforcers Night, as we want to welcome everybody in. If you're just finding that out, the Elmira Pioneers celebrating with the Crosstown, well, brethren of the Can USA Sports Variety, as the Elmira Enforcers getting set to be welcomed in here to historic Dunfield. We had a few of them back on opening night. Did not see the captain. I'm hearing rumors he may be coming out here at some point, but a little bit of an entrance, and then of course, we'll have the introductions of the starting lineups, the umpires, and they have not quite reached the field as of yet. The starter is warming up down the bullpen, so we'll start there. Nate Scott out of Ithaca College will take the mound here tonight for the Pioneers. He has had a rather successful start on his young Pioneers career, as Scott, taking a look at the numbers from this season, has a 6.3 ERA in 2 starts, has pitched 10 innings. He had 19 hits, 7 runs, all of them earned, but only 3 bases on balls. He finds quite a lot in the strike zone, so that's exactly what you're looking for out of a starting pitcher. The write-up on Scott, of course, as I said before, 5'10", 180-pound freshman right-handed pitcher from Ithaca College. He tallied 4 strikeouts while giving up 1 run on 1 hit through 3 innings versus St. Lawrence on April 7th, through a season-high 7 strikeouts through 6 innings at Rensselaer on March 1st. And he's had his first win against Vassar this season, as the pregame festivities looking like they're getting a little closer to underway now, as I'm seeing Crispy Bacon down there on the mic. He's consulting with some people down there. The Elmira Junior Jackals are lined up down near the Pioneers dugout, out there to the far reaches of center field. I do see the Elmira Enforcers police car, so maybe that's going to make an appearance here to start things off. We'll go through the lineup for your Elmira Enforcers before you get the proper introductions from next door. Around the outfield, Chris Erickson will play left, Jeff Mejia in center, Dom Popa in right field. Around the infield, Aaron Thomas at third, Donovan Montgomery at short, South Trimble back at second base, and Bobby Marsh returns to first base. After a scary moment last night, you heard me talk about that in Coach's Corner. Gil Murad will be back behind the plate, and again, as promised, Nate Scott will be on the mound. Extra hitter tonight, Ben Shore. Cam Hill will be the designated hitter, so unlikely to see him come out of the bullpen. On the other side, for the visiting Jamestown Tarp Skunks, Hayden Hunt will lead off and play center field. Elijah Pasquale will play second base and hit second. Danny Hosley will play third base and bat third. Colby Avon will be the designated hitter in the cleanup spot. DiMaggio Cazares will play right field and bat fifth. Kyle Borrello will play first base and bat sixth. Anthony Badala will be the extra hitter and bat seventh. Kevin Cozio will play catcher and bat eighth. Corey Blackburn playing left field will bat ninth. And Chase Carlson will round out the lineup playing shortstop and batting 10th. On the mound tonight for the visiting Jamestown Tarp Skunks, as I stumble over that one just a second here, as first time we've seen this pitcher as he steps up, and again, the Pioneers still trying to get ready here. It's Ryan Bradarich, just looking for pronunciation help there. Finally got it, my apologies for the delay. So again, the Pioneers will hopefully be getting started here momentarily. It looks as though some people making their way down onto the field. As we will step aside and take a quick break while we try to sort this all out. Everybody's still working on getting stretched, and hopefully we'll be taking off here in just a moment. We'll be back here on Mixlr.com, your home for Pioneers action all season long.
It's another day in the Twin Tiers. And for most of us, it's just another day on the job. Taking care of our neighbors, helping out our coworkers, and making our community a better place for all of us. When you love what you do and really care about the people you serve, you do it well. It's not for the glory, some big award, or even a pat on the back. It's just knowing that we can count on each other. That's reward enough. Arnett Health. It's what we do.
New Extra Charge Hot and Iced Coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract, because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new Extra Charge Hot or Iced Coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Give me a blue light lime.
Yeah! Grapefruit.
Blood orange, blueberry. Got it. Oh! Barry, you son of a bass. We've been through this. No thumbs. Just yanking your hook. Oh, good. When you're at the lake, you drink Labatt. That's lake law.
Hi, this is Marian Decker, and at the Decker Agency, we've got over 34 years' experience in helping our clients get the best insurance coverage possible. We're local and we're trusted. We've built our business on the idea that customers should be treated like family. At the Decker Agency, we offer free quotes and consultations. Our clients can build their coverages to best suit their needs and budget. Please stop into our office at 416 East 14th Street in Elmira Heights, or call us at 607-734-1100 to schedule your free consultation today. And like the Marian M. Decker Agency, LLC on Facebook. At the Decker Agency, we help you protect what matters most.
So, what brings you and Greg to marriage counseling today?
Jake from State Farm. My husband calls him all the time. 2, 3 in the morning, it doesn't matter.
I see. Greg, is this true?
Yeah, Jake saves us tons on our insurance, no matter what time it is. He's always there.
Mm-hmm. And how much did he save you?
Hundreds.
Listen, can I call this Jake from State Farm?
You've got to be kidding me.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM or click today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
most. Introducing the Toyota Venza with standard all-wheel drive. Toyota, let's go places.
You're listening to the Elmira Enforcers on Mixlr. We join John Clement in the arena. Elmira Enforcers Hockey, now back to John Clement.
All right, folks, my apologies. Those were supposed to be fun throughout the broadcast. Unfortunately, we got a little tied up down there with some issues with this introduction. We're having some lineup changes, last-minute lineup changes, as only can happen here at Historic Dunfield. We'll have to get those for you here in just a minute, as now the Pioneers getting set. The managers are having a conversation, getting the lineup straightened out, and hopefully they'll be able to help us out a little bit here. So a look down here, as it looks like they finally may have the pregame presentation all set up. As now, managers will go over ground rules. I will turn it over to the in-house PA here, and we will start the game here momentarily. My apologies for the delay. Please stay with us. All right, well, Glenn Patterson getting the official first pitch there with a hockey stick, and, well, that net is certainly not regulation size. So, Patterson heads off. The Pioneers will come on out. And I stand corrected again. Bradridge did pitch previously. I believe that may be due to the lack of a roster being given to the team when the Jamestown Tarpskunks have arrived. So my apologies to the entire families of the visiting team back at home. We do the best we can, and hopefully the stat keeping tonight will be correct. So, as I said, Bradridge will start out on the mound for the Jamestown Tarpskunks in the bottom of the first. But before that, they are going to come up and hit, as they will lead things off with Hayden Hunt, the center fielder. Hunt this season batting $154, 4 for 26 on the season. As a leadoff man, we certainly have seen him bat a couple of times as he's faced off against the Pioneers previously. Again, a 2-1 record for the Pioneers against Jamestown, as the Pioneers trying to jump over the Jamestown Tarpskunks for first place out here in the West. 0 for 3 Hunt as a leadoff hitter. Does have 2 base on balls, however, as he will be the first man up to the plate. So, Hunt stepping in. Our first look for the Pioneers pitching staff, Nate Scott out of Ithaca College, as he is set and ready to go. Long look in. As Hunt appears to be ready, the umpire says let's go, and it's time to play ball. The pitch from Scott, cut on and popped up, foul. That'll get out of play. No balls, 1 strike. First pitch, 7-12. As a little bit of a late start due to the pregame festivities, but the Elmira Pioneers getting going on a beautiful summer day here in Elmira, New York. The pitch from Scott, taken low, 1 ball, 1 strike. So, 1-1. As again, Scott, he's gotten out to quick starts. Usually the first inning, not one he struggled with too much, but the later innings, after the lineup has seen him a couple of times, as strike 2 is in there, that's where Scott tends to have a little bit more trouble. 1-2. Pioneers bullpen relatively fresh, only used 2 pitchers yesterday. The wind and the pitch, cut on and missed, and Scott comes in hot with a strikeout here in the top of the first. Down on strikes goes Hunt, and that'll bring up Elijah Pasquale. Pasquale, so far on the season, is 0 for 8. Did come around to score on a... Well, don't have that, as he did reach base on an error. That's what it is, okay. The wind and the pitch. Cut on, drilled out here towards short. Cut off by the third baseman, and that'll be knocked down, so that will not help that offer, as that will be another reach on an error. So, runner gets to first, as Pasquale checks in, and that'll bring up Danny Hosley, my apologies. Hosley stepping in. He was the pitcher of record the last time the Pioneers faced off with the Tarpskunks. Hosley batting 1 for 8 on the season, $125. As now he's got a runner standing down there at first. The pitch just apparently missed. 1 ball, no strikes. As getting back set, Scott now working out of the stretch. An error on the Pioneers' line score already. The wind, the delivery. Taken for a ball, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. As Elmira trying to get settled in here. 2 balls, no strikes as Scott goes back to work. The pitch, cut on, popped up. That will be driven close to the stands and into the umpire's box. The ball will bounce back out. So first strike of the at-bat, but I'll tell you, Ben Shore certainly thought he might have eyes on it. 2-1, 1 out. As again, we sit in the top of the first. Early on here. as Luke Scott asking for the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. Shown by the home plate umpire as the pitch is in there for a strike. 2-2. Runner at first tried a little bit of a juke move there. Get the pitcher thinking, but again managed to hit the strike zone. Luke Scott. 2-2. 1 out. Scott gets set and delivers. Cut on, drilled back up. This is going to hit the gap as the right fielder comes in, quickly gets the ball thrown back, and that'll be the first hit of the evening as the Tarp Skunks touch that part of the scoreboard first. So, runner stands on first and second base as that's going to bring up Colby Avon. As he steps up for the first time here tonight, he's designated hitting as Avon on the year, batting .176, 3 for 17, has a double to his credit as well as 6 RBIs, looking to make that 7 with the runner standing on second. Swinging, missed there, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner standing on first and second. Pioneers looking to defensively get out of a jam as the pitch just misses the outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Our first Tioga Down showdown of the evening. So, runners have reached on a hit and an error so far. The pitch cut on and fouled away, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Scott settling back in. Saw a lot of what Colby Avon could do back during batting practice here. He certainly could drive the ball fairly far. There's a sign out there in the left field that I believe was his handiwork, as that is inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Loyal fans here at Dunfield don't like the call, but from my vantage point, I think the umpire had that one correct. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Getting back set. Scott checks on the runner at second, delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So the Pioneers get the second out here in the top of the first. Both outs so far recorded on strikeouts, as DiMaggio Cazares will be the next one up. Cazares, one of the top 3 hitters in the team right now, 8 for 23 for a .348 batting average, has played in 9 games so far, and he's got a double and a triple to his credit, as well as 4 RBIs. The check on the runner back at second, who's bouncing around out there. The pitch cut on. That one hits off his own leg, so no balls, 1 strike. Getting things started as Nate Scott retakes the hill. 0-1 count. Would love to leave 2 runners stranded on base here. As Scott gets set, checks on the runner at second. A lot of bouncing out there as the pitch is in there for strike 2, as Cazares just didn't see what he wanted. No balls, 2 strikes. As Scott gets back set. Can avoid worrying about the runners here if you come right at the batter. Take the bat out of his hand. No, Scott turns around and looks back towards second. Neither fielder was anywhere close. So just watches the runner get back to second as the next pitch taken and just misses off the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 the count. Scott stepping back in. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Scott takes a look. He'll wind and deliver. High. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Another Tioga Down showdown. As Scott comes back, taking a look. He's been worked around a little bit here. Does have a couple of strikeouts. The pitch low. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So 3-2. As 2 outs sit on the boards. This next pitch, very important for the Pioneers, trying to get out of this inning. The pitch, cut on, drilled out there towards right. Right fielder hustling over. He's not going to get there in time, and it gets foul. So we'll do a 3-2 one more time. Runners will head back out towards their respective bases. And Nate Scott will step back on the pitcher's mound. The shadow over the pitcher's mound about halfway over at this point. Now waits for his right fielder to get back to his position. The one thing I got to say about these Tarp Skunks, the defense has been absolutely stellar. Couple of lined balls that you wouldn't think would be caught. Their outfield has just been amazing in getting to those balls. As that one's thrown on, cut over towards the first baseman. He reaches over but can't quite make the catch. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, one more time. Both men on base off on the movement from the pitcher. As Scott trying to get out of this inning, facing his 5th batter already. As I said, it's not the first time through that he normally gets touched up. It's usually that 2nd and 3rd time, but he's already almost officially halfway through the batting order here right now. The pitch. Cut on, drilled towards 3rd, scooped up here. Quick throw over to 1st, and that will get by the first baseman as he is knocked over. The ball goes to the fence. 1 run going to score, a 2nd run going to score. And the ball is retrieved, but the man stands at 2nd. We'll see how they officially score that, as Jamestown going to take a 2-0 lead, and they do score it in E5. So another error up on the Pioneers' line score as they check on the first baseman. So the shadows always play a huge factor here in the early part of games, but right now with 1 hit on the board, the Jamestown Tarp Skunks have 2 runs. As that's going to bring up Kyle Borello, as that's in their first strike. Strike 1. 0-1 the count, 2 outs. Here in the top of the first inning. Cazares stands on 2nd. A long check back as the pitch from Scott. Cut on, drilled towards 2nd base. Scooped up and thrown back to 1st. That will be in time. And though 2 runs come across, the Pioneers limit the damage. And we head for the bottom of the 2nd. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on Mixlr.com.
It's another day in the Twin Tiers. And for most of us, it's just another day on the job. Taking care of our neighbors, helping out our coworkers, and making our community a better place for all of us. When you love what you do and really care about the people you serve, you do it well. It's not for the glory, some big award, or even a pat on the back. It's just knowing that we can count on each other. That's reward enough. Arnett Health. It's what we do.
New Extra Charge Hot and Iced Coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract, because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new Extra Charge Hot or Iced Coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
All right, and the final few warm-up pitches. We'll see the Pioneers coming up to the plate here momentarily. As, again, they will lead it off with Jeff Mejia. It's been a couple years since he took stock at the home plate area of historic Dunn Field. As a little bit of a rough throw there from the catcher. Ryan Braderich going to be the hurler on the hill. As I said, no stats. And again, my apologies to anyone listening in, as we do have him locked into the lineup here for the Tarp Skunks to start things off. I just checked out with the media part of the booth, and he will certainly get his credit here. So, Braderich looking in. Comes set and delivers inside. 1 ball, no strikes. So, 1-0 the count, as Jeff Mejia batting .600 after going 3 for 5 yesterday. The pitch. Taken for ball 2. Looked a little low. As again, the Elmira Pioneers trying to do some damage here in the first. They managed to strike a couple times yesterday in the top of the first. That one's off of Mejia, so he will get himself a free pass as he is hit by a pitch to start things off. And that'll bring up Donovan Montgomery. Montgomery so far this season, one of the better hitters for the Pioneers, as he is 1 for 2. Excuse me, my apologies. 15 for 40, 2 doubles, a triple, and 6 RBIs. As the pitch cut on and drilled foul. That one will get way out of play, so we want to remind you to make the right decision. Insist on Gerber Collision and Auto Glass. 0-1 count. Runner standing on first via the hit by pitch. For some reason, early this summer, there has been a lot of hit by pitches, especially here at historic Dunn Field. As now, Bradarich gets set on the mound. Checks on Mejia, who fakes a run to second and is easily back in time. As yet again, going to be a long look in here to Donovan Montgomery, who's playing shortstop again. Came in as a utility player, really has owned that shortstop spot, however. The pitch taken. I believe they called that a ball, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, as Mejia bouncing around over there on first base, certainly drawing the attention of Bradarich. Also unusual, a left-handed thrower. Haven't seen a ton of those here out of the gates. The pitch taken outside, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. As Montgomery steps back in. Long look down as Mejia is still bouncing around over there on first. And back in plenty of time. Not a huge lead for Mejia. Although to be fair, even thinking back to 2 years ago, he never really needed a huge lead, just would get up and go. The pitch from Bradarich. In there, as that one also called a ball. Missed off the outside corner, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike, as Bradarich takes a little lap back there towards second base. He wanted that last one. As now again, a long look. Montgomery waiting. Mejia taking his look. The pitch thrown, and that will be ball 4. Mejia will head down to second anyway. But that ball went all the way back to the backstop, and that is a long way to go for a catcher. So the first 2 men have reached base, neither one via the bat, as Cam Hill comes up. Hill out of Auburn. Freshman down there places both a left-handed pitcher and a first baseman, hearing he's going to get the start tomorrow in Jamestown. We'll have to see how that works out. Getting back set. Bradarich winds, delivers, cut on by Hill. This one popped up back behind third base. Shortstop coming over. Left fielder chasing, and he will make the grab. So, on the first pitch Cam Hill sees, he flies out back there to the left fielder. And that'll bring up Ben Shore. Shore, who was originally slated for a day off, now will play catcher all night due to an issue with Gil Murad. Hopefully he'll be okay. He is still in the lineup, just taking the extra hitter spot instead of the catcher position. So, 1 out here. Runners on first and second. As Shore looking to get a ball in play and hopefully somewhere safely. Has not been an easy task against the Tarp Skunks so far this year, as that's in there for a strike. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, as Bradarich goes back to work here. Getting set. Shore takes the long look. Back-to-back Auburn players here, as Hill and Shore, teammates during the regular season. Nobody near the base, so Bradarich had caught Mejia leaning, but nobody was there to throw it back to. So, Another set here. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. As Mejia having some fun back on second base. Now the second baseman does come over to cover. The pitch taken outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. A Tioga Down showdown. As Bradarich certainly having some trouble with Mejia back there on second base. Montgomery just watching the fun ahead of him. As Bradarich checks. Second baseman heads back to his position. The pitch is cut on. This is popped up again towards left field. He has the read as he will make the grab fairly easily. And that will be the second out here in the bottom of the first. So back-to-back flyouts to the left fielder as that'll bring up Dom Popa. Popa playing right field tonight. Has been another success story for the Pioneers so far. 10 for 35, 286 batting average, couple of doubles, couple of RBIs. Usually was the leadoff batter. Now Mejia coming in and has taken that spot for the last 2 nights. If Popa can get started here, could help the Pioneers cut into this lead. A runner in scoring position as strike 1. 0-1 to Popa. Popa resetting and stepping back in the batter's box. Bradarich trying to tightrope out of danger here after a hit by pitch and base on ball started off this inning. Recorded a couple of flyouts to left. And now Popa. The pitch taken outside. That one gets around as the catcher has a little trouble handling. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the first inning. Pioneers trailing 2-0. Don't forget this series will continue tomorrow, a home and home, as the Pioneers head out to Jamestown, New York. On only 1 hit, the Tarp Skunks did drive in 2 runs, so Pioneers looking to echo that as the pitch cut on, drilled back out there towards the gap. Left fielder coming over in plenty of time, and the left fielder makes all 3 outs here in the bottom of the first. So Bradarich will go back to the bench without allowing a run or a hit. We head for the top of the second. You're listening to the Pioneers on Mixlr.com.
Give me a blue light lime.
Yeah! Grapefruit.
Blood orange, blueberry.
You got it.
Oh! Barry, you son of a bass. We've been through this. No thumbs. Just yanking your hook. Oh, good. When you're at the lake, you drink Labatt. That's lake law.
Hi, this is Marion Decker, and at the Decker Agency, we've got over 34 years' experience in helping our clients get the best insurance coverage possible. We're local and we're trusted. We've built our business on the idea that customers should be treated like family. At the Decker Agency, we offer free quotes and consultations. Our clients can build their coverages to best suit their needs and budget. Please stop into our office at 416 East 14th Street in Elmira Heights or call us at 607-734-1100 to schedule your free consultation today. And like the Marion M. Decker Agency, LLC on Facebook. At the Decker Agency, we help you protect what matters most.
So, what brings you and Greg to marriage counseling today?
Jake from State Farm. My husband calls him all the time. 2, 3 in the morning, it doesn't matter.
I see. Greg, is this true?
Yeah, Jake saves us tons on our insurance. No matter what time it is, he's always there.
Mm-hmm. And how much did he save you?
Hundreds.
Listen, can I call this Jake from State Farm?
You've got to be kidding me.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM or click today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
All right, and we are back here live as the Pioneers head back to the field. Nate Scott back out there for a second inning of work. Anthony Badala heads up to the plate. Badala batting .261, 6 for 23, has appeared in 7 games so far, does have a double. A couple RBIs to his credit as that one's in there for a strike. 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike as Scott going right back to work. The pitch. I think they're going to want to appeal. They do call it a strike, so 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. As Badala steps back in. Scott, right back to work here. The pitch. Cut on and miss, strike 3. So, very quick out number 1 to start things off here in the top of the second. That's going to bring up Kevin Koziel. Koziel doing the catching today. He's batting .286 himself. Has 2 hits on 7 at-bats. Does have a long ball to his credit as well as 2 RBIs, as that's in there for ball 1, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Pioneers trailing by 2, Jamestown trying to add on. The pitch fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. A Tioga Down showdown. Ones are wild here. So the umpire taking a little bit of time to give the catcher some rest as he took that one down in the, the cup area, we'll say. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. As again, Koziel waiting. The pitch. Taken low, 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1 the count. As Scott looks around. Again, we'll see how he does here. Needs a rebound inning as the pitch is in there for a strike, 2-2. Did not pitch poorly in the first, mind you. Just had a rough couple of errors on him, and all of a sudden it's 2-0. So the Pioneers looking to keep it right where it is. Still a long ways to go in this one, as that one's in there for a ball. 3-2, full count. Scott wanted that one, but not going to get it. As Scott gets back set, moves into his windup, delivers swinging, strike 3. So, another punch out here. Back-to-back to start the inning. As that'll bring back up the left fielder, Corey Blackburn. Blackburn batting .286, 4 for 14, has himself an RBI. Also, worked 3 walks to this point in the season. So, Blackburn stepping in. 2 quick outs for the Pioneers, and Luke Scott hurls that one a little bit inside, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs here. Getting back set, Scott winds and delivers. That's in there for a strike on the inside corner, and Blackburn did not look happy with that call. Literally turned and walked away. So the left fielder steps back in. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. The pitch, cut on and missed, 1-2. So Scott's got him lunging now. Would love to get out of this in a 1-2-3 fashion. 1-2. The pitch. Cut on and fouled away. That will get out of play, and we remind you to make the right decision. Insist on our good friends at Gerber Collision and Autoglass. Scott gets set. Taking a long look down. Needs 1 more strike against Blackburn. The pitch. Cut on. This one popped up. Should be playable. Out there towards left center. Center fielder reaching, and he will make the grab as Jeff Mejia comes a long way to make the catch. And not quite a 3 strikeout inning, but 1-2-3. Down goes the Tarp Skunks. We'll head back to a break. When we come back, bottom of the second, Pioneers trailing 2-0 here on the Elmira Pioneers Radio Network, Mixler.com.
Everything you need when you need it most. Introducing the Toyota Venza with standard all-wheel drive. Toyota, let's go places.
New Extra Charge Hot and Iced Coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract, because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new Extra Charge Hot or Iced Coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Hi,
All right, and with that, welcome back. The throwdown has occurred. And back on the mound, we'll see what the Jamestown Tarp Skunks can do here as Bratteridge sets back up. He's going to have his hands full. Bobby Marsh, Chris Erickson, South Trimble all found various degrees of success yesterday up there in Niagara. So Marsh steps in. Again, he took a ball, a couple of rough places yesterday as he was looking into the sun up there at Niagara, Sal Magley Stadium. Marsh steps in, takes a look out, as Bratteridge going back to work. The pitch, fouled away there. A little bit of a half swing from Marsh. And again, 0-1. So Bratteridge calmed down quickly after a hit by pitch, a base on balls, got the next 3 batters to fly out to left field. Pioneers would certainly like to avoid continuing to hit into those plays as the pitch taken for a ball, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. As Marsh coming back and settling. He waits. The pitch. Cut on and drilled. That one goes foul, 1-2. Puts that right back into his own dugout as well. 1 ball, 2 strikes as the Pioneers trying to start some offense here. Nothing doing in the first after getting the first 2 men on. First batter here in the second, a 1-2 count. As Bratteridge goes to work the pitch. Drilled through the middle, and that will be a base hit. Bobby Marsh finds himself on first. First hit of the evening for the Pioneers. As Marsh makes his way down, that'll bring up Chris Erickson. Erickson so far on the season, we certainly know what he can do on the base pass, but I'll tell you his batting average right there, 2-3-14, 11 for 35, 2 doubles, a triple, 7 RBIs. As once he gets going, he just does not stop. So Erickson, now with Marsh, standing over there on first base. Waiting on Bratteridge, who throws inside. 1 ball, no strikes. As Bratteridge gets set here for the Tarp Skunks. Those full black uniforms, I gotta say, they gotta be something to wear those during the middle of the hot months here in the summer. As the pitch taken a little bit high again, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. As Erickson trying to go back to work here. 2-0 count. He waits. Bratteridge has his sign and delivers. Cut on, drilled up the middle. That one hops towards second. Tough play there, and not... They're going to say it came off the bag, so he's safe. All right, well, an interesting ruling here. As he came off the bag, the runner is safe. The pitcher trying to arguing that he tagged him. And the umpire not having it. So, runner's now standing at first and second with nobody out. As the Tarp Skunks still trying to plead their case on that one. The home plate umpire heading out to have the talk with the fielding umpire. I'm not sure what his explanation was. It looked as though the tag occurred, but we'll wait to see what these 2 umpires discuss and decide. As South Trimble standing at the plate. So, they do signal an out, as now Andrew Drum coming over, and he wants to have a discussion. The home plate umpire called the out. So, Drum, no, now they're all going to have a conversation. The runner's still standing, and they're saying safe. Andrew Drum just signaled safe. More talking here. The home plate umpire now having a discussion with the manager. So there's a runner standing on first, a runner standing on second. As Drum, still this talking. The umpire makes his final decision. As now again, Safe is the call from the umpire. So, runners at first and second. As now, South Trimble will come up. They rule it a hit, too, so Erickson helping out his batting average, 1 for 1 on the day here in the bottom of the second inning. Trimble, the second baseman, steps up as Bradarich now has to deal with 2 runners and nobody out again. Last inning when he had that situation, 3 straight fly balls to the left fielder. As we'll see Trimble, whatever he does, it looks like that's in there for a ball, 1-0. The next batter would be Aaron Thomas, followed by Gil Murad, and then top of the order. So, a lot of ifs there as 2 runners on. 1 ball, no strikes. Pio's trailing by 2, 2-0. The wind and the pitch. Taken, and that's ball 2, 2-0. Bradarich threw out of his hat there on his delivery. As now again, Bradarich steps back on the hill. Long look in. Working out of the stretch. Has runners standing at first and second. And again, Erickson has the speed over there at first base. As that one's cut on by Trimble. Drilled through the infield. Hops off the infield grass. And running around Bobby Marsh. He's going to head for home. And he will make it there. So the Pioneers get on the scoreboard. As it's now a 2-1 game. And again, Trimble will single, earning himself an RBI. And Erickson will stand at second base. And that'll bring up Aaron Thomas, the third baseman. So Thomas stepping up. A 2-1 score now, as conversation will occur at the mound. I don't think this is anything more than a pep talk for the manager, as I got to tell you, Bradarich has been, well, fairly on point. He's gotten a little in his own head, I believe, and that's probably what this is talking about. Was hitting his spots in the first inning. I know he had the rough start with the first 2 batters, but, I mean, outside of that, 3 fly balls to left field in order. I mean, he's clearly knew his location. He knew where he wanted to go. Now in the first part of this, bottom of the second, 3 singles in a row. Drove in a run, and now Aaron Thomas, who comes up, hasn't had the easiest of time joining the team, batting just 161, 5 for 31. A couple of doubles, though. When he does hit the ball, he does make solid contact. I talked about it in the pregame show, however, this Jamestown Tarp Skunk lineup, certainly one that can eat you up in the outfield. Very, very fast out there as Thomas steps in. So, Thomas in, taking a look. His first look at Bradarich here. Bradarich checks on the runner, and the pitch. Cut on and missed as Thomas swinging for the fences. Thomas was looking to put that pitch in the shamung. 0-1 the count. As again, Bradarich checking on the runner. Quick throw back, and not going to be in time. A little bit tricky for the shortstop to hold on to. Erickson, a big body out there as well. Certainly can cause some problems seeing around him. As stepping off, Thomas waits on his next pitch. Delivered, cut on and fouled away, 0-2. So the Tarp Skunks, a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the second inning. Still looking for the first out. A little bit of controversy on an earlier play as Erickson reached at first. As again, back to it, Bradarich checking on the runner. He'll come home on this. No one's moving towards second base, so now he steps off, and they're going to award a... I thought the umpire pointed down towards third base, so I'm not sure what that was. So, here we go again, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Thomas waiting. The pitch. Taken high, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. Bradarich quickly back to the mound. as Aaron Thomas waits. He'll be followed up by Gil Murad. Should anything but a triple play occur here. The pitch cut on by Thomas, drilled out there towards left, and the catch is made. Hustling back is Erickson. He gets there in time. That ball bounces away from the second baseman, but not far away enough as it gets to the first baseman. So the first out is made as Thomas goes down. Another fly out to the left fielder. 4 outs, all of them coming via the left fielder. And now Gil Murad will step up to the plate. Murad, so far on the season, batting .161, 5 for 31. No extra base hits for Murad as of yet. As he steps back in. The pitch bounces away, not quite far enough for Erickson. As again, the Pioneers trying to drive in runs. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. The Tarp Skunks still up 2-1. Getting set. The pitch from Bradarich. High, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Only the 1 out so far. As we remind you, the Pioneers and Tarp Skunks take each other on again tomorrow on the back end of a home and home out there in Jamestown, New York. Make sure to tune in here on YouTube or on Mixlr.com to follow all the action. Pitch cut on there and popped up. This will get foul. 2 balls, 1 strike. As we again remind you to make the right decision, insist on Gerber Collision and Auto Glass. Getting back set. Murad taking a look. 2 ball, 1 strike count. Bradarich checking on the runner at second again. Erickson dancing. The pitch cut on, drilled out there towards center. As Erickson taking a look, he may tag. He starts the tag and then will head back. A strong throw from center field as the second out is achieved. This time a fly out to 8. So that will bring up the top of the order. Jeff Mejia, who batted in the first inning and was hit by a pitch. He would love to put a ball in play here. So Mejia getting the sign from his third base coach, and now will step back in. Mejia out of the University of Maine. Again, also a former Pioneer back in 2019. The pitch. Taken high and inside, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Runner still standing in scoring position. Haven't seen Erickson moving too much here. As again, a long look. A fake back to second, but again, nobody close. 1-0. 2 outs. Tarp Skunks looking for 1 more out here in the bottom of the second inning. Pioneers looking for a single, try to drive in that runner from second base, as that is high. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. As after the Tarp Skunks head for home, the Pioneers will come back to historic Dunfield for a weekend series against Geneva on Saturday and Jamestown again on Sunday on Father's Day. Don't forget, you can hold that thought for a second in there for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. You can come on down on Father's Day and head out on the field and have a catch with Dad after the game. Should be a fun time. Make sure you're here. It's a 4:05 start. As Mejia steps back in. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. The pitch. On the inside corner, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Mejia thought it was ball 3. So another Tioga Down showdown. As Mejia will be looking to get a little more defensive here. He waits, the pitch, runner is off and going, as that's in there for strike 3. It doesn't matter, as the play at third, he already struck out, so the play at third did not matter, as Mejia goes down on strikes, and we head for the top of the third inning. Still 2-1 in favor of the Tarp Skunks. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on Mixlr.com.
It's another day in the Twin Tiers. And for most of us, it's just another day on the job. taking care of our neighbors, helping out our coworkers, and making our community a better place for all of us. When you love what you do and really care about the people you serve, you do it well. It's not for the glory, some big award, or even a pat on the back. It's just knowing that we can count on each other. That's reward enough. Arnett Health. It's what we do.
Give me a blue light lime.
Grapefruit.
Blood orange, me berry.
You got it.
Oh! Barry, you son of a bass. We've been through this. No thumbs. Just yanking your hook. Oh, good. When you're at the lake, you drink Labatt. That's lake law.
So.
All right, and with that, we come back in as the throwdown reaches center field. Heck of an arm from the man behind the plate, as that's going to bring up Chase Carlson, the number 9 batter. As Carlson comes in, he is batting .185 on the season, 5 for 27. Does have a triple to his credit, however. So Carlson comes up. Little look here as the wind and the pitch to start the top of the third, in there for a strike. 0-1. Well, another inning out on the hill for Scott as he winds and delivers again. Low and inside, 1-1. Scott, as I said, very, very good the first time through the order. The second and third time where he gets a little tripped up. Second trip starts in just a moment as strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes before the Jamestown Tarp Skunks head for the top of the order. That'll bring up Hayden Hunt and Elijah Pasquale in this inning. The pitch. Taken. Ball 2, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Getting back set, Nate Scott moving into his delivery. That one, they're going to say he didn't go. That was a long delay down there at first base. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Little hard for the umpire at first to see on the left-handed batter. The wind and the pitch from Scott. Cut on, drilled towards second. Should be playable. Thrown over to first. In plenty of time, and there's the first out of the inning. So a nice 4-3, as that brings up Hayden Hunt. Hunt went down swinging his first time up. Some pad adjustment going on for the Pioneers catcher. Everything appears to be in place, and now Luke Scott will go back to work. Already some motion down in the bullpen there for the Pioneers. Seeing a couple of guys standing. As Nate Scott goes back, the pitch. Bunt pulled back, so 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0, 1 out. As the third baseman playing on the infield grass, first baseman about parallel with his base over to the right-hand side. The pitch. That bunt was designed perfectly as that one was hit, but right at Donovan Montgomery for the second out. So, Pioneers quickly with 2 outs, as that will be lined right at the sixth guy. So shortstop makes the grab, and now Elijah Pasquale will come up. Pasquale reached on an error and came around to score earlier in this one. The pitch. High, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. As again, here on Elmira Enforcers Night at the Elmira Pioneers game, the pitch. Taken just off the plate, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. As Pasquale looked like he wanted to go after that one. Did manage to leave it alone, 2-0. Scott gets set and delivers. Low again, 3 balls, no strikes. So a 3-0 count as the Tarp Skunks Trying to put a batter on base here. Pasquale waits. The pitch. Inside, ball 4. 4 straight pitches, and that will put a runner on first. So Pasquale, second time tonight, he will be on base. And now it's Danny Hosley. Hosley, 1 for 1 on the night, has a single, did come around to score back in the first inning. Hosley responsible for the single hit up on the board right now. The pitch. In there for a strike. 0-1. Scott trying to get through this third inning as the top of the order. Trying to give him some trouble and drive his pitch count up. The pitch cut on, drilled down towards the third baseman. A diving attempt, but could not get there as the left fielder hurries in and throws that one down to third. Not going to be in time. And with that, now the Tarp Skunks will have runners on second and third on their second hit of the night. Both of them now belonging to Danny Hosley. He reaches second after singling, as that will bring up Colby Avon. Avon, the designated hitter, he struck out his first time up. The pitch, cut on and fouled back, 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike, as that one got into the crowd. 0-1. Avon stepping right back up. Scott does have an empty base sitting over there at first. The wind and the pitch. Cut on and missed, 0-2. A little reminiscent of that first inning as Avon went down on strike swinging. Scott would love to get him to do it again right here. The pitch. Taken for a ball, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. As again, Scott sets and delivers. Buckled the knees, but it's ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A Tioga down showdown. 2-2. Scott gets set. He winds and delivers. Cut on and miss, strike 3. So, strikeouts in the first 2 at-bats he has. That'll strand 2 on the base paths. And the Pioneers will go back up to the plate. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on Mixler.com and YouTube Live.
So, what brings you and Greg to marriage counseling today?
Jake from State Farm. My husband calls him all the time. 2, 3 in the morning, it doesn't matter.
I see. Greg, is this true?
Yeah, Jake saves us tons on our insurance, no matter what time it is. He's always there.
Mm-hmm. And how much did he save you?
Hundreds.
Listen, can I call this Jake from State Farm?
You've got to be kidding me.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM or click today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
Everything you need when you need it most. Introducing the Toyota Venza with standard all-wheel drive. Toyota, let's go places.
All right, the pitch is thrown down. The Pioneers will come back to the plate, and the bottom of the third inning. As I've said all year, the Pioneers have a knack at scoring. Hard for me to say. A knack for scoring in back-to-back innings, as Donovan Montgomery will come up to the plate. Montgomery reached on a base on balls back in the first. As he waits. The wind and the pitch. Taken. That one's in there for a ball. 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. As again, Bradarich going back to work. The pitch. Cut on, drilled through the middle of the shortstop and the third baseman, so that'll be a single. As tempted was Montgomery, but he'll stay at first. So, single for the shortstop as Cam Hill comes up to the plate. Cam Hill stepping in. The Shadows are reaching towards the infield now. Shouldn't be too much of an impact anymore for the men at the plate. As Bradarich goes right back out of the stretch now. The pitch. Cut on and drilled out there towards left field. That one getting over and gets fair. They say it's a fair ball. Trying to hurry around. Montgomery will get into third. Hill will get to second. So, a fair ball as the Pioneers now have runners at second and third. And I think they thought that was going to be a foul ball because I don't think Montgomery was at full gallop on that one. So, they return some batting equipment, and here comes Ben Shore. Shore taking a look as he's looking to help the Pioneers' cause. They've got the go-ahead run out there in scoring position right now, and nobody at the moment is out, as now they're over there to have a conversation with the fielding umpire. We'll see what Shore does here. As again, Shore waiting. Bradarich going to work. The pitch. Taken 1-0. So, 1 ball, no strikes. As Bradarich goes back to work here. The Elmira Pioneers trying to capitalize on 2 hits to begin the bottom of the 3rd inning. The pitch from Bradarich. Cut on and missed. Shore going all the way around on that. That ball even came back out in front of him. 1 ball, 1 strike. As Elmira, trailing by a run, could tie up the game. Basically anything into the outfield. Montgomery has the speed to get there. Cam Hill standing on second. The pitch. Cut on, drilled out there towards center field. This one will be caught by the center fielder. Montgomery is off and running on the tag, thrown back over to third, and that will tie up the ball game. So a smart throw by the center fielder as he keeps the runner at second base. But Montgomery will score, and we have a tied 2-2 game. As Shore on the sac fly will bring up Dom Popa. Popa, now instead of just needing a ball into play, will have to come up with a hit here to drive around Cam Hill. The pitch. Drilled out there towards third. It eats up the third baseman, and that will be an infield hit as it gets out there to left field, and now runners will stand on the corner. First and third. Nice play by Popa to just poke that one through, and that brings up Bobby Marsh. Marsh has a single on the night already. As we look down, nobody up in the Tarp Skunks bullpen as of yet. So Marsh heads up. A runner now 90 feet from home, and the first lead of the night for the Pioneers if he can bring him on in. Marsh looking out as Bradarich trying to get going. The pitch taken high, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Pioneers have already crossed a runner over the plate here in this bottom of the 3rd inning. They score in back-to-back innings. 1 run apiece, but are still threatening with a runner out there at third. 1 ball, no strikes. Bradarich sets, delivers, as that one gets a little bit low, 2-0. Bounced on the catcher. This catcher has had to be all over it here tonight as Kevin Cozio really battling it up there, and now the sun out of his way. Maybe it gets a little easier, but also got to work on settling your pitcher down. The next pitch bounced in there again, 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. As I said, I know some frustrating calls out there as Bradarich has been battling, but back in the 1st inning, he was placing everything right where he wanted it. 2nd inning, he had a little bit of trouble. Now here in the 3rd, a quick throw over as Popa will be back and safe. 3-0 count as Bobby Marsh steps back in. Curious if they might try to send Popa here on the 3-0. Try to draw the throw and bring in the run. As the pitch taken for a strike, 3-1. Catcher popped up very quickly. So, 3-1. 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 3rd. Stepping back in is Marsh. Marsh will be headed down to Florida Atlantic University in the fall as another throw over. So Bradrich having some thoughts about what's going on at first base. Coming back, taking a sign from Kazil. And now Marsh will go right back to work. The throw over to first again. As now Bradrich will take some boos from the crowd here at historic Dunn Field. As again, quick look. The pitch from Bradrich is cut on, drilled through the middle of the third, and shortstop again rolls right to the left fielder, and that will score a run. And the Pioneers have the lead as now runners stand on first and second base on their 7th hit of the ball game. So an RBI as Cam Hill comes across to score. Dom Popa headed down to second. Bobby Marsh now at first, and Chris Erickson comes up. He singled back an inning ago. Only made it as far as second base. As he steps up. 1 out here. As everybody getting reset. So, Bradrich stepping back up. Checks on the runner at second. Popa takes his lead. The pitch cut on and missed by Erickson. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. As again, a long look out there at Popa as Bradrich walked towards the back of the mound. Continuing to look at Popa. Nobody anywhere near him fielding wise. The pitch inside and low, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. A Tioga Down showdown. So it's a 3-2 lead now for the Pioneers. Threatening again with Popa out there on second base. 3-2 right now. The wind and the pitch. Cut on and missed by Erickson again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Erickson will step back in. 3 ball, 2 strike count. Or 1 ball, 2 strike count, my apologies. 3-2 score. As the Pioneers wait the pitch. Cut on and fouled away off of his inside leg. So 1-2 one more time. Interesting to watch. You watch these pitchers and the movements. I'll tell you, Scott, very little movement, nothing wasted on the mound. Bradrich, he gets done. He walks all around the mound. He tries to, I don't know if he's just trying to talk himself down or what the situation, but he has a lot of movement down there. As a swing and a miss from Erickson will be strike 3. So the second out here in the bottom of the third. As South Trimble will come up. He had an RBI single last time he was at the dish. Trimble getting his practice hack, and now we'll step back into the plate. 2 outs, runners standing at first and second base. The sunglasses on the center fielder sending out Morse code as I watch out there. The pitch taken for a strike. Catches the inside corner, 0-1. So now Popa looking for some direction here. As we'll see what Popa and Marsh do on the base pass. 2 outs. As again, South Trimble waits. Taking a look, the wind and the pitch from Trimble. To Trimble, driven out towards the shortstop. Again, this one will be tossed over to first and won't be in time. The ball gets away. This will drive in a run, and the man at second moves to third on the errant throw. So runners will stand at the corners. The Pioneers go up 4-2, and they do rule it a hit. So a single for South Trimble. Well, what a play as that worked out. So the error came there on the throw. I don't think there's going to be one ruled here, but another run comes across. So 8 hits, 4 runs for the Pioneers. As the pitch, cut on and missed by Taylor, 0-1. Still nobody warming in that Tarp Skunk bullpen. As now, Aaron Thomas stepping back in. He flew out last inning to the left fielder. Has a runner 90 feet from home, as that is high, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 the count. As Thomas steps back in. He waits as Braderich taking a look. Winds, delivers. Inside corner, 1-2. Thomas didn't like that one too much. As again, Thomas getting set. Braderich moves into his windup. A long look at the man at first. He's off and running. That's inside. No throw. So, getting the man over to second. As now, Thomas. 2 ball, 2 strike, 2 out count. It's another Tioga Down showdown. The wind and the pitch. Taken for strike 3, looking, and Thomas goes down with 2 runners in scoring position. So we go to the top of the 4th. Pioneers now with a lead, up 4-2. We'll be back here on Mixlr.com.
It's another day in the Twin Tiers. And for most of us, it's just another day on the job. Taking care of our neighbors, helping out our coworkers, and making our community a better place for all of us. When you love what you do and really care about the people you serve, you do it well. It's not for the glory, some big award, or even a pat on the back. It's just knowing that we can count on each other. That's reward enough. Arnett Health. It's what we do.
All right, and welcome back in here live to Historic Dunfield. Quick check at the out-of-town scoreboard. A couple of finals already in Game 1 of the doubleheaders. Newark Pilots 14, Geneva Red Wings 8, so the Pilots helping out the Pioneers here tonight. Utica Blue Sox 1, Auburn Doubledays 4. In the bottom of the 4th, Mohawk Valley 19, Glens Falls 2. In the top of the 5th, Auburn and Utica tied at 0-0. Amsterdam at Oneonta has not started yet. The Niagara Power 0, the Batavia Muckdog 0 in the top of the 4th. The Newark Pilots 2, Geneva Red Wings 0 in the bottom of the 2nd. So, an interesting night to say the least around the league as we get ready for inning number 4 to kick off. So, top of the 4th, and that's going to bring up DiMaggio Cazares. Cazares stepping in as he takes a look. The wind and the pitch from Scott still in there, his 4th inning, as that one's grounded down and foul, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, as Cazares steps up. Cazares taking a couple of practice cuts now. 0-1 the count. Getting back set, Nate Scott. Winds and delivers, cut on and missed, 0-2. Cazares again working here. As one more time. The pitch in there for strike 3. As that will be the first out of the inning. Cazares goes down looking. I do want to apologize. Just had it notated to me that the board online said 4-1. It is a 4-2 game. As I said, Jamestown, excuse me. My day so far. The Tarp Skunks scored 2 in the top of the 1st. The Pioneers had 1 in the bottom of the 2nd and 3 in the bottom of the 3rd. So Jamestown trying to make a comeback here as the pitch in there gets back and behind Ball 1, starting off to Kyle Borello. Borello stepping back in. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. Scott waits. The pitch. Cut on and drilled out there towards center. Running back towards the wall. That is going to get off of the Tom South Corning collision sign. Hustling that back in, as that is going to be a stand-up double for Kyle Borello. Borello had a ground out his first time up. That'll bring up Anthony Badala. Badala, who struck out swinging back in his first trip to the plate. Runner standing on second base. So Badala stepping in as he takes a look. With 1 out here, Jamestown threatening. First pitch to Badala. Cut on and fouled away, 0-1. So, no balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Here in the top of the 4th inning. As Scott trying to get going again. Badala and Koziel both struck out back in the 2nd inning. Those will be the next 2 batters he faces as Scott checks on the runner at second. The pitch. That one, they call a ball. As now they check with the... No, they say no, he didn't go. I thought that was pretty clear. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Now a Tioga Down showdown. As the Pioneers going back to work. Long look back at second. The pitch from Scott. That's in there for a strike, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As the runner takes about 5, 6, 7, 8 steps behind home or behind second base. As the pitch comes to home, that's a little bit wide. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2. So interesting to watch the different ways that the runners at second choose to utilize the vantage point. As the pitch is off, runner is going, thrown down to third in plenty of time. The tag is applied, and he will be caught stealing. As now Badala, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Or 2 outs, excuse me, on the caught stealing. So 3-2, 2 outs. A chance to get out of this 1-2-3. If Scott can get it done, the wind the pitch. Taken inside, ball 4. And Scott wanted that one. So a walk with 2 outs. Puts a runner on first. And that will bring up Kevin Koziel. So Koziel stepping in. Did strike out swinging back 2 innings ago. Now with a runner on first base, the pitch. Low, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes here in the top of the 4th inning. As Scott getting set. The wind and the pitch. Cut on, drilled out here towards first base. Should be playable, and it will be caught. So a pop out to the number 3, and we will head for the bottom of the 4th. Pioneers leading 4-2 here on Mixlr.com.
Give me a blue light lime.
Yeah. Grapefruit.
Blood orange, me berry.
Got it.
Oh! Barry, you son of a bass. We've been through this. No thumbs. Just yanking your hook. Oh, good. When you're at the lake, you drink Labatt. That's lake law.
So, what brings you and Greg to marriage counseling today?
Jake from State Farm. My husband calls him all the time. 2, 3 in the morning, it doesn't matter.
I see. Greg, is this true?
Yeah, Jake saves us tons on our insurance, no matter what time it is. He's always there.
Mm-hmm. And how much did he save you?
Hundreds.
Listen, can I call this Jake from State Farm?
You've got to be kidding me.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM or click today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
All right, and with that, we are back here live at historic Dunn Field. Pioneers coming back to the batter's box. As a couple of pitches now that the catcher has his gear back on. As the Elmira Pioneers trying to get something going here. They have scored in back-to-back innings. Now we head to the bottom of the fourth. And Gil Murad heads for the plate. Murad flew out to the center fielder earlier on. That was just back 2 innings ago, back in the bottom of the second. Pioneers, the line score right where they want it. 4 runs, 8 hits. Don't like the 2 errors, but they have a 4-2 lead as the Jamestown line scored 2 runs, 3 hits. First pitch in there for a strike. As again, Gil Murad stepping back up. 0-1 count. The wind and the pitch. As he took that one. Certainly had to dance around a little bit. I think the pitcher wanted to check on that. So they're checking. They're going to call it a strike. All right, well, Gil Murad not going to be happy about that. 0-2. So the next pitch delivered, cut on and fouled away. 0-2 count one more time. As setting back up. Gil Murad waiting. As Bradarich going into his 4th inning of work here. That one fouled away again, 0-2. So Murad making Bradarich throw some pitches here. As the Pios still have people down in their pen. Nobody down in the Jamestown side. We'll see how long Bradarich will go here tonight. As ball 1 taken. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here to lead off the bottom of the 4th inning. Pioneers, after a 2-run first inning for Jamestown, as that one's drilled out there towards right field. That will be a can of corn. First out of the inning. As now we head to the top of the order and Jeff Mejia. As I was saying, the Pioneers had a little bit of a rough start. Top of the first inning. Did not quite go their way. Gave up 2 big runs to the Tarp Skunks. But since then, Pioneers have added on 4 of their own. Have the lead here in the bottom of the 4th. As Mejia will go to work. He has been hit by a pitch and struck out looking back in the 1st and 2nd inning. The pitch. Taken, ball 1. 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes. Starting off the bottom of the 4th. 1-0 the count. Getting back set. Bradarich takes a long look. Pitch is in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. A Tioga Down showdown. As again, long look here for Jeff Mejia. The pitch. Taken for a ball, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 man out. As Mejia waits. Another long look. As Bradarich sets and delivers. Bounces that one in, 3-1. So Mejia with the good eye so far. Jeff Mejia taking his look. Montgomery set to follow the pitch. Inside, ball 4. And Mejia will head down to first base for the 2nd time this afternoon. That time courtesy of the base on balls. So Montgomery comes up. He's walked and singled, so he's 1 for 1 on the day. As the Pioneers trying to get the offense going again. As Montgomery steps back in. Montgomery takes a look. They check on the runner at first. The pitch is cut on, drilled past the 3rd baseman, and Mejia is off and running. That ball dies in the outfield, so Mejia will get to 3rd. The throw back to 2nd bounces, and a quick out there as Montgomery saying he was never tagged, and he is arguing that one. He did not like the call, but Mejia moves over to 3rd, so Montgomery earns himself a single, but he's thrown out on the attempt to reach 2nd. And now the Pioneers will have a runner at third base for Cam Hill, who doubled his last time up. So Hill looking to drive in that runner from third. A little check here from Bradarich. The pitch. Cut on, drilled back up the middle. The shortstop has the play, knocks it down. Hill will get there, and the run will score. So that makes it 5-2 Pioneers. A nice single from Cam Hill. Got the shortstop to jump for it. And back-to-back-to-back innings, the Pioneers have points on the board. So it's 5-2. 10 hits now for the Elmira Pioneers as they get to double-digit hits here in the bottom of the fourth. As now we're seeing someone up down in the pen for the Tarp Skunks. In there for a strike, 0-1. As the lights begin to come on here at historic Dunfield. So 5-2. A long look out, the wind and the pitch. Cut on, drilled out again towards the shortstop. He'll scoop that one up, throw over to second, and that will do it. As the Pioneers able to put up one more run, but we head to the top of the fifth. 5-2. We'll be back here on Mixlr.com.
Everything you need when you need it most. Introducing the Toyota Venza with standard all-wheel drive. Toyota, let's go places.
New Extra Charge Hot and Iced Coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract, because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new Extra Charge Hot or Iced Coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Hi, this is Marion Decker, and at the Decker Agency, we've got over 34 years experience in helping our clients get the best insurance coverage possible. We're local and we're trusted. We've built our business on the idea that customers should be treated like family. At the Decker Agency, we offer free quotes and consultations. Our clients can build their coverages to best suit their needs and budget. Please stop into our office at 416 East 14th Street in Elmira Heights or call us at 607-734-1100 to schedule your free consultation today. And like the Marion M. Decker Agency LLC on Facebook, at the Decker Agency, we help you protect what matters most.
Give me a blue light lime.
Yeah! Grapefruit.
Blood orange, blueberry.
Got it.
Oh! Barry, you son of a bass. We've been through this. No thumbs. Just yanking your hook. Oh, good. When you're at the lake, you drink Labatt. That's lake law.
All right, with that, we are back here live from historic Dunfield as Corey Blackburn steps up. It'll be the fifth inning of work for the Pioneers starter as Nate Scott heads back to the mound. Thought we might see a change, but Scott back out here with a 3-run lead. The pitch over for strike one, 0-1. So, Elmira on top, 5-2. Trying to get through this top of the fifth inning, get to the halfway point of this game as that's in there, ball 1-1. Also, fans, don't forget, just grabbed one in the break there myself, a Salins hot dog. Absolutely delicious. Make sure you get yourself a Salins hot dog the next time you're at the ballpark. The pitch. Outside, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out so far as Blackburn flew out his first time up. The pitch. Cut on and drilled. That one's going to get foul. 2-2. 5-2 Pioneers. As again, trying to go right back to work. Here comes Scott again. 2-2 count. The pitch. Right down the gut. That is a strikeout looking. So, first out here in the top of the fifth, as that'll bring up Chase Carlson. Carlson stepping in. Now, bear in mind, when you're watching here on the pitcher's mound, this is what I'm talking about. The very limited movement from Nate Scott. He barely moves that front foot, plants it, and right away fires in ball number 1, 1-0. But there's very little wasted movement out there. A little bit different than what you see out of Bradrich out there for the Tarp Skunks. So that one's drilled there towards first, scooped up, thrown towards the pitcher, and in time. So a 2-pitch out, as that'll be the second out here in the top of the fifth inning. 3-1 for Carlson, as that brings up Hayden Hunt, the leadoff batter. He's struck out swinging, lined out to the shortstop, as he'll be looking to extend this top of the fifth. The Pioneers trying to get this one out of the way and get to the halfway point of this game. As Nate Scott goes back to work, the wind, the pitch, taken for strike 1, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike here in the top of the fifth inning. The wind and the pitch. Outside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Scott trying to entice Hunt to lunge after that one. As the pitch. Inside corner, 1-2. So, 1-2 as Scott out there. Looking for a sign. He's got the one he wants. Sets and delivers. That one fouled back right up here, as that will make us remind you to make the right decision. Insist on Gerber collision and auto glass. 1 ball, 2 strike count, one more time. 1-2. Getting back set. Scott into his windup and delivers outside and high. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A Tioga down showdown. Scott taking a little stroll on the mound. Nobody warming in the pen now for the Pios. The pitch. Cut on and popped up. That will get back and over the over the broadcast perch. So 2 ball, 2 strike count one more time. As time is called, they're going back. Somebody dropped their batter's helmet. So, what a guy down there delivering that one back is Ben Shore. Delivers that to one of the children back behind home plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Getting set, the wind and the pitch. Cut on, this one popped up. Going in between center and left. Mejia calling his man off and makes the grab. The 3rd out of the inning on the fly out to center field takes us to the end of the first half of the 5th. When we come back, the Pioneers will come up in the bottom half of the 5th. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on Mixlr.com.
So, what brings you and Greg to marriage counseling today?
Jake from State Farm. My husband calls him all the time. 2, 3 in the morning, it doesn't matter.
I see. Greg, is this true?
Yeah, Jake saves us tons on our insurance, no matter what time it is. He's always there.
Mm-hmm. And how much did he save you?
Hundreds.
Listen, can I call this Jake from State Farm?
You've got to be kidding me.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM or click today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
Everything you need when you need it most. Introducing the Toyota Venza with standard all-wheel drive. Toyota, let's go places.
All right, and the Pioneers coming back out here to take their cuts as another ending will go to the Tarp Skunks pitcher as Bradrich comes back out into his 5th inning of work. So, Bradrich back out here as Popa will step in. Popa, who has flown out to the left fielder and singled tonight. The pitch. Cut on and drilled out there towards left. The left fielder has a read and makes the catch. So 1 pitch, 1 out. As again, the Pioneers trying to get back at it here. Wildlife intruding on my booth space. As again, Bobby Marsh will come up. He's got a couple of singles, including an RBI. Not eligible for that too much here, as there's nobody on base. Imagine he could pop one over the fence, but again, hard to do here at historic Dunfield. Those fences pretty high up there, as good training if you're trying to head to Boston in the majors, as that's in there for a strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Stepping right back in. Of course, the Pioneers used to be affiliates of the Red Sox and of the Marlins as well. As that one's drilled out there by Marsh, right out towards center. Center fielder is galloping, going back towards the track, and he will make the grab. So, I joke, and then Bobby Marsh decides that he's going to test it. As that'll bring up Chris Erickson. He's singled and struck out so far here tonight. And not a lot of pitches having to be thrown here for the man on the hill, as Bradarich trying to get through his 5th inning. They do have a warmed pitcher in the bullpen down there, do the Tarp Skunks. Pioneers have someone up and throwing yet again. As the wind and the pitch. Cut on, drilled out there by Erickson. Goes to the man at short, thrown over to first, and not in time. So, another base hit for the Pioneers. As Bradarich is not happy about that. Almost Tebowing out there on the mound. So, Trimble heads up. He has a couple of singles to his credit. Everybody for the Pioneers first pitch swinging here, it seems. As again, 2 outs. We'll see if they bring out Nate Scott for the top of the 6th after the bottom of the 5th comes to an end. Erickson, we'll see if he gets the green light here. Hasn't been off and running as of yet here tonight. The pitch. Cut on, drilled up the middle, right back towards the shortstop. A 2-hopper over to second in time, and that will do it. So a very quick bottom of the 5th. The Pioneers leave 1 stranded. We head for the top of the 6th. Pioneers 5, Tarp Skunks 2. We'll be back here on Mixler.com and YouTube Live.
Extra charge hot and iced coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract, because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new extra charge hot or iced coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Hi, this is Marion Decker, and at the Decker Agency, we've got over 34 years experience in helping our clients get the best insurance coverage possible. We're local and we're trusted. We've built our business on the idea that customers should be treated like family. At the Decker Agency, we offer free quotes and consultations. Our clients can build their coverages to best suit their needs and budget. Please stop into our office at 416 East 14th Street in Elmira Heights, or call us at 607-734-1100 to schedule your free consultation today. And like the Marion M. Decker Agency, LLC on Facebook. At the Decker Agency, we help you protect what matters most.
Give me a blue light lime.
Yeah. Grapefruit.
Blood orange, blueberry.
You got it.
Oh! Barry, you son of a bass. We've been through this. No thumbs. Just yanking your hook. Oh, good. When you're at the lake, you drink Labatt. That's lake law.
All right, and welcome back in. We've got a new pitcher to tell you about as Tom Catania comes into the game. That means after 5, Nate Scott will exit. He gave up 2 runs, both of those coming in the top of the 1st, and 3 hits. Just 3 hits on the night for Nate Scott. What a presence out there. He really did his job. Also, only gave up the 2 base on balls, my apologies. 1 back in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th. So an excellent night for the man on the hill. Gets through 5, and you can't ask for much more than that out of your starter. As the Pioneers will try to pick up after him, Tom Catania, who was a big part of the bullpen 2 short years ago. As stepping up, Elijah Pasquale. The pitch. Taken for a strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike here in the top of the 6th inning. Pioneers trying to get through this inning and get into countdown territory in the outs. Catania winds and delivers. Inside corner, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, says Tom Catania, going back to work. 0-2 the count. The pitch. Cut on and missed, and the tag is applied. So, a swinging strikeout from Pasquale, and that will bring up Danny Hosley. Hosley, a couple singles here tonight. So, Hosley stepping in. Pasquale, to his credit, ran that one out. Even though he was tagged about an inch from home plate, but you like to see the hustle. As now the pitch from Catania. Off the outside corner, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 man out here in the top of the 6th inning. As Catania sets, delivers. Cut on and popped out there towards right field. The first baseman chasing after it. That will get just too far for Marsh. And he will toss that one back into Catania. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, a Tioga Down showdown. 5-2 for the Pioneers. Pioneers doing their damage at the plate. 11 hits so far. They do have 2 errors. As Catania gets set. Catania checking the wind and the pitch. Cut on, drilled out here towards center field. Jeff Mejia makes the grab, and that will be the 2nd out here in the top of the 6th. So, flown out to the center fielder as Colby Avon comes up. He has 2 strikeouts, both of them swinging so far here tonight. See if Catania can keep it going. As he steps in. Both of the strikeouts coming via Nate Scott's pitching arm as Catania throws that one up. This one popped up high. Back. The play is made by Mejia. Another fly out to center field. So the 3rd out is made. We head for the bottom of the 6th. You're listening to the Pioneers on Mixlr.com.
Extra charge hot and iced coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new extra charge hot or iced coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Hi, this is Marion Decker, and at the Decker Agency, we've got over 34 years experience in helping our clients get the best insurance coverage possible. We're local and we're trusted. We've built our business on the idea that customers should be treated like family. At the Decker Agency, we offer free quotes and consultations. Our clients can build their coverages to best suit their needs and budget. Please stop into our office at 416 East 14th Street in Elmira Heights or call us at 607-734-1100 to schedule your free consultation today. And like the Marion M. Decker Agency LLC on Facebook. At the Decker Agency, we help you protect what matters most.
Give me a blue light lime.
Sorry to interrupt the request for the blue light lime. Don't have one of those up here in the in the press box, but we do have some delicious Poland spring water. As now, next man up, Aaron Thomas. So Thomas comes up here in the bottom of the 6th inning. See how the Pioneers approach these at-bats now. Jamestown was first pitch swinging on almost everything as that's in there for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Thomas on the day flew out to the left fielder and struck out looking as he chops at that one. That's going to be a ball and a strike. So 1-1 as that hits off the roof, and we remind you to make the right decision. Insist on Gerber Collision and Auto Glass. Thomas waits. The wind and the pitch. Taken, 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1. 2-1 count. The Pioneers lead 5-2 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The pitch outside, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Getting back set. A long look from Thomas as the pitch cut on and missed, 3-2. Well, he saw something he liked there, but just could not catch up to it. Been a long night for Bradarich, but he's still in there. That's ball 4. And a free pass down to first to the first batter faced here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So a base on balls as Gil Murad steps up. Still someone warming down in that Tarpon Skunks bullpen. We'll see if Bradarich can hang in here. Gil Murad waiting as Bradarich checks on the runner. Almost a Statue of Liberty type pause there as that one's thrown outside. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0. As Bradarich steps back on the mound. 1 ball, no strikes, nobody out. The pitch. Taken, ball 2, 2-0. As now Bradarich having some trouble finding the zone. Does get a little rattled when the base runners get on, I'll tell you. It's something that's been noticeable throughout this game. The throw over to first is not in time, as diving back was Aaron Thomas. After Murad, the top of the order, Jeff Mejia to come back up. He made the last 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning. The pitch. Taken for a strike. Quick throw over to first and not in time. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner still standing on first base. As now, Andrew Drum giving signs to Aaron Thomas, the third baseman. Long look. The pitch. Taken for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2. As again, 2 ball, 2 strike count, nobody out. See what Thomas does here at first base. Substantially bigger lead than he's taken usually, as that one swung on and missed, strike 3 for the first out of the inning. So a swing and a miss from Gil Murad brings up Jeff Mejia. Mejia was hit by a pitch, struck out looking, and took a base on balls. So far out of all of that, 1 official at bat. 0 for 1 on the strikeout. That does take him back to 3 for 6 on the season, as Mejia will step back in. Mejia steps up. Long look down here as slightly shorter lead for Thomas over at first. The pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1. Mejia has some supporters in the crowd. So we hear the "Come on, Jeffs" down from my right-hand side. The throw over to first again. Thomas diving back. Just creating some more work for the the laundryman after the game. As now, the pitch. Drilled on by Mejia, but that's going to get foul and out of play. And we remind you to make the right decision. Insist on Gerber Collision and Auto Glass. No balls, 2 strikes. As Mejia goes back to work. 0-2. He takes a look. As again. Check back and the pitch cut on, drilled out there towards short. Off and going is Thomas. He's going to be gotten and not able to get Mejia over at first. So 2 outs as they do go 6-3, but unable to complete the double play. So Mejia will reach on the fielder's choice. Donovan Montgomery, who's reached on a base on balls and 2 singles so far here tonight. See what he can do as Mejia will be over there at first. So it's Mejia now moving to 0 for 2 after the fielder's choice. As the pitch to Montgomery, taken, ball 1, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. As we're about to move into the last third of this game, Catania successful in the top half of the 6th. We'll see if he returns for the top of the 7th. The pitch, cut on and missed, 1-1. Big swing by Montgomery there. I think he got a little tripped up. It's Enforcer's night here at the ballpark. As again, Bradrich trying to get through 6 full. 1 out away from doing so as that pitch is fouled off. 1-2. Was a foul, so they're going to send Mejia back to first. Mejia heads back to first base. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. As the Pioneers have the 5-2 lead. Just 3 runs. Still a lot of time for the Tarp Skunks, who are in first place by just half a game. A little look here as they check on the man at first. The wind and the pitch. Cut on and missed. Strike 3. And that'll do it. So we head for the top of the 7th. The Elmira Pioneers with the 5-2 lead. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball here on Mixlr.com.
Give me a blue light lime.
Yeah. Grapefruit.
Blood orange, me berry.
You got it.
Oh! Barry, you son of a bass. We've been through this. No thumbs. Just yanking your hook. Oh, good. When you're at the lake, you drink Labatt. That's lake law.
It's another day in the Twin Tiers. And for most of us, it's just another day on the job. Taking care of our neighbors, helping out our coworkers, and making our community a better place for all of us. When you love what you do and really care about the people you serve, you do it well. It's not for the glory, some big award, or even a pat on the back. It's just knowing that we can count on each other. That's reward enough. Arn It Health. It's what we do.
So, what brings you and Greg to marriage counseling today?
Jake from State Farm. My husband calls him...
All right, folks, sorry about that. Cutting off the commercial, but Tom Catania back out here on the mound for the top of the 7th. As, well, some fun out there with musical chairs. And always a good time at Historic Dome Field. Don't forget, we're back here Saturday and Sunday. The Geneva Red Wings in town on Saturday night, and these Jamestown Tarp Skunks come back Sunday afternoon, a 4:05 affair. Pitch from Catania. Cut on, drilled out here towards left center. Left fielder ranges over, makes the grab. 1 pitch, 1 out. Here to start the top of the 7th. As DiMaggio Cazares goes down quickly. That'll bring up Kyle Borrello. Borrello, who was caught stealing his last time up a couple innings back. 0 for 2 on the night. Grounded out. Second to first, and then Borrello had a long fly ball. Hit off the outfield signage. As Catania gets set. Catania moves into his motion. Delivers in there. Strike 1, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. As Borrello trying to get something going for the Tarp Skunks down to their final 8 outs. The pitch. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. A Tioga down showdown. As Borrello steps back in. He takes a look. Catania right back to work. Delivery, cut on and fouled back, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here in the top of the 7th. He waits again, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Still 1 man out. Just getting over the 9 o'clock hour at this point. Don't forget, we'll have the out-of-town scoreboard for you. Also, some big thanks coming up in the middle of this inning, as that is outside 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2, and the home crowd is getting restless. They wanted that one. As Catania shakes off 2, and now he's got his pitch. He gets set, winds and delivers. Cut on, drilled out here towards center field. Jeff Mejia is on his horse. Left fielder has the read and stumbled a little bit, but Erickson stumbles back to make the catch. So 2 outs. Now in the top of the 7th inning, as Anthony Badala will be the next man up. He struck out and walked as he's 0 for 1 on the night. Pioneers looking to count this one down. As again, look from Badala. Catania going to make his second inning of work easy, as that's in there for a strike, 0-1. Well, back an inning ago, he came in, did a 1-2-3, looking to do exactly the same thing again. Last inning, it was a strikeout, fly out to center, fly out to center. So far, a fly out to left, a fly out to left. 2 strikes. See if he can reverse the order here. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs as Catania looking for the put-away pitch here in the top of the 7th. Catania waiting. Has his sign, delivers, cut on and fouled away. 0-2 once again. No balls, 2 strikes. As the ball retrieved and given to the umpire. Now Catania waiting. Don't forget to stay with us in the middle of the 7th. As Catania sets. Delivers to the plate. Cut on, drilled out there toward short, and that's going to get by and into left field. So a base hit. As now, that is just the 4th hit of the game for the Tarp Skunks. And that will bring up Kevin Koziel. Koziel coming up, he struck out. Popped out to the first baseman, and we'll see what he can do with Tom Catania. Catania taking a look, he checks on the runner over at first. The pitch. Taken for a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. As Catania trying to get out of the top of the 7th inning. The pitch. Cut on and missed, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. As again, Catania on the brink. He checks on the runner. Has his sign. And delivers outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 the count. Very similar, almost exact repetition of the previous at bat. Coming back set, Catania winds and delivers. Cut on and swung on, missed. And the strikeout is made. Runner stood on first, so there will be no attempt to run down. As we head to the bottom of the 7th, a swinging strikeout from Koziel, and the Pioneers take a 5-2 lead to the bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch. Before we take our break, we want to thank all of our amazing fans, the season ticket holders, everybody who's contributed, especially during this tough COVID season. But most of all, our amazing sponsors, AJ's, Arca Chemung, Arnott Health, Bill's Bullpen, Blaze Brockway Contracting, Buckley, Chemung Canal, Dr. Dozak's, Elm Chevy, Elmira Heat Treating, Easy Budget, First Transit, GTP, Hardinge, Hilliard, IBM, J. Schultz Massage, Junior Enforcers, Jubilee Foods, Just in Time, M&T Bank, Marion Decker, Morrison's, NYSCOPBA, Rodney Strange, Ryan's Distributing, Salem, Save-A-Lot, Seneca Beverage, Shedden's Wholesale, Simmons and Rockwell, Skyworks, Solutions FCU, Southern Tier Custom Fab, Suburban Propane, Texas Roadhouse, Tom South Corning Collision, Vasco Brands, Weiss Markets, Wilbur Auto Sales, XGen Pharmaceuticals, and our good friends at Ferrell Gas. Thank you so much. With that being said, we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to the Elmira Pioneers on Mixlr.com.
So, what brings you and Greg to marriage counseling today?
Jake from State Farm. My husband calls him all the time. 2, 3 in the morning, it doesn't matter.
I see. Greg, is this true?
Yeah, Jake saves us tons on our insurance. No matter what time it is, he's always there.
Mm-hmm. And how much did he save you?
Hundreds.
Listen, can I call this Jake from State Farm?
You've got to be kidding me.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM or click today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
Everything you need when you need it most. Introducing the Toyota Venza with standard all-wheel drive. Toyota, let's go places.
All right, well, a new pitcher on the mound, as that will do it for the day on the man who started it all, as Ryan Bradrich will come off right now on the hook for the loss in the bottom of the 7th. But his reliever will step in, and we'll see what he can do as the man on the mound, Charlie Nichols, right-handed pitcher, as he steps up, has appeared in a couple of games before, thrown 2 innings apiece. On June 7th and June 4th, had a 5-run spot put up against him back against Niagara, as the wind and the pitch from Nichols outside, 1 ball, no strikes. So the Pioneers will be looking to replicate Niagara's attempt there. As again, Pioneers back up at the plate. The pitch, cut on, drilled out there towards left. Left fielder has a read and will make the catch. So first out of the inning here in the bottom of the 7th. Not the way the Pioneers were hoping to start that one. But down goes Cam Hill. That'll bring up Ben Shore. So Shore makes his way up as he steps in. And he comes up for the 3rd time tonight. Did have a sac fly back there in the 3rd inning. Outside of that, 0 for 2. The wind and the pitch. Cut on and missed, 0-1. So the Pioneers looking to add some insurance here. Just a 3-run lead. Still have 6 defensive outs to get. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. The pitch to Shore. Taken low, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. A Tioga down showdown. As Shore waits. A long look, the pitch. Cut on and popped up. That will get out of play, so 1 ball, 2 strikes as that one hits the roof. 1-2 count, 5-2 in favor of the Pioneers here in the bottom of the 7th. Shore steps right back up into the batter's box. Ben Shore waiting. The wind and the pitch from Nichols. Cut on and popped up. This one may be playable. Gets over there towards the Pios bench as the catch will be dropped by the... No, they say out. They called an out. I imagine they were calling some sort of interference, but... All right, well, 2 outs for the Jamestown Tarp Skunks as Don Popa steps up. He's singled and flown out to left twice. So Popa steps in. He waits. The wind and the pitch from Nichols. Taken for a strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The wind and the pitch from Nichols. Cut on and missed, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. As Popa trying to keep the inning alive. Again, the Pioneers hoping to only have to bat 1 more time after this inning. Going to be up to the man on the mound, which looks like it may continue to be Tom Catania. The pitch bounced in there, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2. As the Elmira Pioneers trying to keep this going. Popa looking to make contact. The wind, the pitch, fouled off, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, one more time. As again, going back to work. The wind, the pitch from Nichols, outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a Tioga down showdown. Two and 2. So Popa gets set. One more attempt. Nichols winds and delivers. Cut on and drilled foul. So we'll do it again one more time. As that one got foul and I heard some oohs. Somebody got themselves a ball down there, but 2 ball, 2 strike count. Jamestown Tarp Skunks trying to get back up to home plate and get some offense going. The wind and the pitch to Popa. Taken for a ball, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. As the Enforcer's woo rings through Dunn Field here tonight. The wind and the pitch. High, ball 4. Popa earns himself a free pass. So 2 outs, the runner will go to first on the base on balls. As Bobby Marsh comes up. Couple of singles and a fly out to center. Marsh, he had that long ball out there to the warning track in center. He hit that one down the line. I'm pretty sure that one would have gotten out of here. So Bobby Marsh steps back in. See what he can do, the first baseman. 2 outs. Runner standing on first. He may be looking first pitch hot here. As the wind, the pitch, the delivery, in there for strike 1, 0-1. So apparently taking all the way. As Marsh steps back up. Just a 3-run lead for the Pioneers. By no means comfortable. Getting back set. Nichols delivers. Cut on, drilled up through the hole. Running around second. And we'll see, they're going to hold him up at third. Marsh will be held up at first. So another hit, as that will make 12 for the Pioneers. 2 out, base running and hitting so far for the Pios, as Chris Erickson will be the next man up. So Erickson, a couple of singles on the night already. We'll see what they have Bobby Marsh doing. Again, not really sure he's much of a base stealer, but that being said, wasn't sure Dom Popa was either. He took off and managed to get himself to third base on the hit and run. Erickson waits. Nichols gets set. He delivers. Bounces that one in there. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0. Runners at the corners. 2 outs. Pioneers with a 5-2 lead. But they are threatening again. Tarp Skunk set. Nichols delivers. Low again. 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th inning. Pioneers in need of 6 defensive outs. And we'll see who they come back with. It looks like no one in the bullpen. In there for a strike on the inside corner, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. As Erickson takes a look. Nichols getting his sign. Checks on the runners. Throws over to first, and a little bit of an interesting call there. With runners on first and second, you overthrow the man at first, you're going to send that runner screaming for home. Erickson getting back set. He waits. The pitch from Nichols. On the inside corner, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a Tioga down showdown. Bottom of the 7th inning. Erickson waiting for his pitch. Now we'll have to be a little more defensive. Takes that one, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, as Charlie Nichols going to work. So, as soon as the pitcher starts his motion, everybody's going to be going. And we'll see what Erickson can do here. The pitch. Cut on and fouled back. That will hit the roof. 3-2 count one more time. As again, they know the man on first is going. Man on third started to move a little bit. The pitch taken for strike three, looking, and Erickson goes down on strikes. So 2 men left stranded. We head for the top of the 8th. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on Mixlr.com.
New extra charge hot and iced coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract, because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new extra charge hot or iced coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Hi, this is Marion Decker, and at the Decker Agency, we've got over 34 years experience in helping our clients get the best insurance coverage possible. We're local and we're trusted. We've built our business on the idea that customers should be treated like family. At the Decker Agency, we offer free quotes and consultations. Our clients can build their coverages to best suit their needs and budget. Please stop into our office at 416 East 14th Street in Elmira Heights, or call us at 607-734-1100 to schedule your free consultation today. And like the Marion M. Decker Agency, LLC on Facebook. At the Decker Agency, we help you protect what matters most.
Give me a blue light lime.
Yeah. Grapefruit.
Blood orange, Barry.
Got it.
Oh! Barry, you son of a bass. We've been through this. No thumbs. Just yanking your hook. Oh, good. When you're at the lake, you drink Labatt. That's lake law.
All right, well, Jamestown coming back to the plate. Apparently some lineup changes have occurred. We'll see, as it still looks like Corey Blackburn going to lead things off. So Blackburn out here. He has flown out and struck out looking. Blackburn going back to work as Catania takes his spot back on the mound. Catania waits. The pitch is in there for a strike on the outside corner. No balls, 1 strike. 0-1. As again, Catania gets set. The pitch. Cut on, popped up. This one should be playable. The right fielder with the read. And he makes the grab, so a pop out to 9. First out, and the Tarp Skunks down to their final 5 outs now. That should bring up Charlie Carlson. And it is. Charlie Carlson one more time. So far tonight. See what he can do here. He's grounded out second to third and grounded out first to the pitcher. The pitch. Grounded again to third base this time. Quick throw over to first. And the tag is knocked out of the hand of the man at first. So, 1 out. Runner stands on first. That will be an error. As again, reaching on an error, that'll bring up Hayden Hunt. Hunt so far today 0 for 3. Pretty close to a play that happened for the Pioneers back when they got a few runs scored. As now again, Hunt going to work. The pitch from Catania, cut on and fouled away, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike as that one gets into the crowd. 0-1. Runner stands on first base. Still nobody in the pen, so Catania set to work the entire 8th. He gets set, checks on the runner. The pitch. Taken for a strike, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Again, Hunt struck out back in the top of the first. Seemed to be a good start, and then a couple of, reach on an error and a single. As now Catania sets. The pitch. High, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 man out. A 3-run lead for the Pioneers. Catania checking down. Has his sign. Checks on the runner at first. Not a huge lead over there at first, but the wind and the pitch. Cut on drilled up there in towards the gap. The right fielder sprinting. He will cut it off. Hustles that one back in quickly, as that will be a double, a sliding double, and put 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out. Not at all what the Pioneers were looking for there. So a double from the man standing on second. Moves the runner to third, and that'll bring up Elijah Pasquale. Pasquale reached on an error, had a base on balls, and struck out so far here tonight. Only 1 out. As now Catania trying to get settled. 3-run lead, and the tying run is at the plate. As this looks like a fresh uniform, so let's see if we can get a number here. So I believe we have a pinch hitter, and that'll be Mark Tucker stepping up. So that'll end the day on Pasquale. Mark Tucker steps in. Everyone in on the infield grass now, as Tucker trying to help out. The pitch, low, 1-0. Tucker so far in 25 at-bats, 8 hits, has a double, 4 base on balls, 5 strikeouts, a couple of stolen bags. So 1-0, 1 man out. The center infielder's back up as that's fouled away. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, a Tioga Down showdown. As again, Tarp Skunks threatening. 2 runners in scoring position. The Elmira Pioneers trying to keep any more men off base as that's in there swinging strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Catania trying to work out of a jam here. He needs the out. As Hosley is due up next, but the pitch fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes one more time. 1-2. Catania heads back for the hill. Getting back set. Catania shakes off the catcher down there. And again, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch bounced up again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Trying to get Tucker chasing. As Tucker waits. Looks like we may have another pinch hitter next. The pitch. Outside again, 3-2. So Catania really in trouble here. There's now somebody down in the bullpen for the Pioneers. Catania getting set. He waits. The pitch. Outside, ball 4. And the bases will be loaded with 1 out. So the tying run stands on first. And that brings up Donnie Hosley, except I believe here comes Andrew Drum trying to buy some time. Hosley will be the next man up. I don't think this will do it on the night for Catania. He will get a chance here. He's playing around with that ball quite a bit, however. I think this is just a confidence boost conversation. But the tying run now stands on first, as they are buying some time. Now Andrew Drum will head off the mound, and Tom Catania will get set to face Danny Hosley. Hosley, who has singled twice and flown out to center. Dangerous hitter as Catania gets set. Hosley stepping in as Catania looks ready. Umpire gets his mask on. Best play here for the Pioneers will be a ground ball double play. The pitch from Catania in there for a strike right down the middle. 0-1. One out here in the top of the 8th inning. As again, Hosley going to work. The pitch from Catania. Cut on, popped up. This one should be playable. Second baseman ranging into right field. The right fielder coming on. He will make the grab. A quick hustled throw right into the cutoff man. Will hold the man at third. So 2 outs now. On the pop out to right. That should bring up Colby Avon. Avon, who's struck out twice and flown out to the center fielder. See what he can do here against Catania. Catania needs one more out here in the top of the 8th inning. As I said, pitcher working down in the pen. Catania sets, delivers, cut on and missed 0-1. So the rabid crowd down here in the Pioneers bleachers trying to get Tom Catania through this 8th inning by sheer force of will. The pitch cut on and missed again, 0-2. Catania a strike away from getting out of a bases loaded jam. See what he comes up with here. As Avon looking to help him get out of this one. The pitch outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2. Avon came up cutting at everything. Now Catania needs one more pitch. We'll see what he throws at Avon. Catania gets set. Looks, winds, delivers. Cut on and missed! And Catania strikes him out and gets out of it. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Everybody is up and celebrating as the pitcher heads towards the bench. The Pioneers will be up bottom of the 8th. When we come back, it's 5-2 Elmira.
So, what brings you and Greg to marriage counseling today?
Jake from State Farm. My husband calls him all the time. 2, 3 in the morning, it doesn't matter.
I see. Greg, is this true?
Yeah, Jake saves us tons on our insurance. No matter what time it is, he's always there.
Mm-hmm. And how much did he save you?
Hundreds.
Listen, can I call this Jake from State Farm?
You've got to be kidding me.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM or click today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
Everything you need when you need it most. Introducing the Toyota Venza with standard all-wheel drive. Toyota, let's go places.
New Extra Charge Hot and Iced Coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract, because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new Extra Charge Hot or Iced Coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine.
All right, so apologies to our friends at Dunkin'. And now entering the batter's box, South Trimble. Very hurried, rushed throw around here as the pitch cut on and fouled away, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. As again, Pioneers looking for a little insurance here. The pitch cut on and fouled away, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. As Nichols going right back to work. The catcher goes out to have a talk as that foul ball went right off the umpire. As he is bent over a little bit, taking a little walk out. As the umpiring crew will come together. So something on the field that the fielding umpire scoops up. Quick check down here at home. Long conversation. As I don't know what that was, but Coach Drum putting it in his back pocket. Umpire appears to be okay. As now again, the catcher returns back behind home plate. So, as he gets set, everybody's checking one more time to make sure the umpire is okay. But coming back into the batter's box, South Trimble. Stay with us after this half inning. We'll take a look around the out-of-town scoreboard. And you won't want to miss that, as the Pioneers now 3 defensive outs from claiming first place. As again, no ball, 2-strike count. The pitch, high, 1-2. As that one's got to make you flinch if you're the umpire. After that foul ball comes back, it got him solidly. The next pitch from Nichols. Cut on, drilled out here towards center. And diving grab, they make the catch. And that was impressive. So, center fielder will toss the ball back in. Trimble will take a seat. And that's going to bring up Aaron Thomas. So, the center fielder is up. This Tarp Skunks defense is just so speedy. Center fielder got way over there. 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. As Thomas comes out. Still pitching down in the Pioneers bullpen. Can't quite catch the number. As Thomas will go to work against Nichols. Nichols winds, delivers. Inside corner, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. As Aaron Thomas waits. Thomas at third base tonight. The pitch taken for strike 2. That one caught a lot of the plate. Gilmerod would be the next man up. 0-2, 1 out. Bottom of the order, trying to extend it. Cut on and missed as Thomas goes down on strikes. So 2 quick outs now for the Jamestown Tarp Skunks. And Gil Murad comes up. 0 for 3 on the night as Murad tries to extend the bottom of the 8th. Pioneers look like they've got somebody up down in the bullpen. Looks like trying to get a look. Can't quite read the number. The pitch cut on and missed by Murad, 0-1. So I think I see it's 46, so Andrew LaCour out of UC Davis. The pitch taken for strike 2, 0-2. As now, Murad trying to keep the bottom of the 8th alive. The pitch cut on, drilled over there towards third. The throw over in plenty of time. That will do it. We head for the top of the 9th and possibly the final inning. Before we take our break and Andrew LaCour comes in to pitch, a look around the out-of-town scoreboard. The Newark Pilots, 14, the Geneva Red Wings, 8 in an earlier game. The Auburn Doubledays, 4, Utica Blue Sox, 1. The Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs, 21, Glens Falls Dragons, 2. The Niagara Power, 3, Batavia Muck Dogs, 0 in the top of the 7th. The Newark Pilots, 2, Geneva Red Wings, 5 in the bottom of the 6th. And another final, Utica 1, Auburn 0, as they finish out the doubleheader. We'll step aside. We'll be back with the top of the 9th after this here on Mixlr.com.
This is Marion Decker, and at the Decker Agency, we've got over 34 years' experience in helping our clients get the best insurance coverage possible. We're local and we're trusted. We've built our business on the idea that customers should be treated like family. At the Decker Agency, we offer free quotes and consultations. Our clients can build their coverages to best suit their needs and budget. Please stop into our office at 416 East 14th Street in Elmira Heights or call us at 607-734-1100 to schedule your free consultation today. And like the Marion M. Decker Agency, LLC on Facebook. At the Decker Agency, we help you protect what matters most.
Give me a blue light lime.
Yeah. Grapefruit.
Blood orange, me berry.
You got it.
Oh! Barry, you son of a bass. We've been through this. No thumbs. Just yanking your hook. Oh, good. When you're at the lake, you drink Labatt. That's lake law.
So, what brings you and Greg to marriage counseling today?
Jake from State Farm. My husband calls him all the time. 2, 3 in the morning, it doesn't matter.
I see. Greg, is this true?
Yeah, Jake saves us tons on our insurance. No matter what time it is, he's always there.
Mm-hmm. And how much did he save you?
Hundreds.
Listen, can I call this Jake from State Farm?
You've got to be kidding me.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM or click today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
So, brand new pitcher coming into the game as Andrew LaCour steps in. LaCour, of course, coming from UC Davis. Talked about him when he came into the game a couple of short days ago. Hasn't had a lot of time to get acclimated with the PGCBL as of yet. But he's going to have to work quickly here. He's got 3 big outs to get as the Pioneers trying to launch themselves into a first place. He's pitched 2 full innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, 3 walks. So it's a big half inning for Andrew LaCour. As DiMaggio Cazares waits the pitch. In there for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to Cazares. 0-1. Getting back set, LaCour has his sign, delivers, outside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. As LaCour, again, out here on the mound. Waiting. Has his sign. The pitch. Cut on and missed, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As the Elmira Pioneers trying to close this one down. Cazares waiting on this one. He's reached base tonight, so struck out and flew out. The pitch a little high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. As LaCour looking for the punch out. He waits again. A lot of flying activity up above the heads of the players. The lights sure seem to attract the lake bugs. The pitch fouled away, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pioneers up 5-2 as they try to close this one out. Again, they get set. LaCour has his sign. The pitch taken for strike 3, and that will be the first out here in the top of the 9th inning. So down on strikes goes Cazares, and that will bring up Kyle Borello. Borello steps up. So far tonight, grounded out second to first. Had a pretty impressive double before being caught stealing, and then flew out to left field. As my apologies, looks like we've got a pinch hitter here. So, back up the pitch. In there for a strike. As Justin Bowers at the plate. So in there 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. As LaCour going right back to work. The pitch. Cut on and missed, 0-2. So Bowers trying to keep this one going. And LaCour trying to make quick work of the 9th inning. He is attacking these hitters right away. He waits. The pitch from LaCour. In there for strike 3 looking. So 2 outs. And now sent back packing is Bowers. Which will bring up Badala's place in the lineup. He has singled, walked, and struck out. We'll see if he's the man to come up to the plate. So it is Anthony Badala. As the umpire making notes. My apologies, it is Elmira Enforcers night, so as trying to get set, the manager comes down to have a conversation with the umpire. He already pointed towards the dugout. So now he's going to toss. I thought it looked like he tossed the manager, but he heads back down for third base. So, 2 outs. Pioneers needing just one more. As Badala stepping in. LaCour looking for the final out here in the top of the 9th. He sets. The pitch from LaCour. In there for a ball, 1-0. 1-0. As LaCour trying to get this one done. LaCour waits. Sets and the pitch. Cut on and fouled off the catcher's helmet. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs here in the top of the 9th inning. Pioneers trying to get this one done. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. As LaCour waits. Getting back set. The pitch from LaCour. In there for a ball. And that one got framed for quite a while. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1 the count. The fans here in Elmira didn't like that one. LaCour checking again. He waits. The pitch. Cut on and miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And possibly for the final time tonight, a Tioga Down showdown. Pioneers waiting. Trying to finish this one off. A long look. As LaCour gets set. Time is called. Timeout one more time. As the Elmira Pioneers, hoping they're 1 pitch away from victory and first place in the Western Division. Coming back set, the wind, the pitch from LaCour. Outside, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Again, if the Pioneers win, they have first place in the West. As now again, LaCour waits. The wind, the pitch. Cut on and miss, strike 3. That will do it. And ladies and gentlemen, that means your Elmira Pioneers are now first place in the Western Division. They go up by half a game over the Tarp Skunks. And these 2 teams will meet again tomorrow in Jamestown. So, another wonderful night of baseball. We'll check around the out-of-town scoreboard one more time before we take off here tonight from historic Dunn Field. As I said, the Pioneers clinching first place in the Western Division for the evening as they go to Jamestown tomorrow. Newark Pilots 14, Geneva Red Wings 8 in the first game of a doubleheader. Auburn Double Days 4, Utica Blue Sox 1. The Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs 21, the Glens Falls Dragons 2. The Niagara Power 5, Batavia Muck Dogs 0 in the bottom of the 7th. Utica Blue Sox 1, Auburn Double Days 0 in the second game of the doubleheader. And in the second game of the doubleheader, Geneva 5, Newark 2. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. We will be back tomorrow night live from Jamestown. I will be there with you. Hopefully you'll be able to join me. My name's John Clement. Good night, Elmira.